Trigger warning. I advise a trigger warning. I need to flash some lights on the editing. Boop, 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 boop. I want to give some trigger warnings and apologize in advance. Because on this video, I plan to attack one of our generational curses that people are not aware that is a generational curse. But I plan to deal with this on such a level, and I know that this is a practice of so many people, and we don't readily know the consequences thereof. Because there are multiple disorders, diseases, and addictions tied to this one generational curse. Welcome to the Foundation for Elevation Station. My name is Leon Meredith, and I reside right now in Cleveland, Ohio, birthplace of the new kingdom and the cultural foundations thereof. You know, I grew up with poor hygienic practices. I sure did. I had poor hygiene practices in general. And one of them I wish to talk about in depthly today. See, I kept an uncleansed mouth. Hell, I barely brushed my teeth. Thank God that I had these spaces in between most of my teeth that food could not rest in my teeth in between. Cause I had these spaces, it was easy. That what a blessing, what a blessing. But some might look at my teeth like, man, that look ugly. Yeah, that's why I got them all now. No filler, no nothing. I got even my wisdom teeth. I'm all in the game, and I ain't like trying to shine on anybody. But I don't have no caps, fillers, like nothing. So it is what it is. All these is me. All 32 of these joints is me. Straight up. Even though a lot of, part-time dudes try to knock a few of them out. Yeah, they tried. It snuck me. They say it's a fight when somebody just try to sneak you, bam. That's another story. You still can't win. A cleansed mouth leads to so many different disorders. I kept a paste, a film in my mouth. So that's why my gums turned black when I was young. Dark brown, black, but with good hygiene, good hygienic practices. Not only that, the important part is keeping your mouth cleansed more hours of the day. 22. 22 hours a day, at least, our mouth should be cleansed. See, when we consistently eating candy, snacks, we drinking sodas, these things is leaving garbage, trash, bacteria, multiplying elements in our mouth. And during the course of the day, we have a film, a paste in our mouth. And you can see it. I talk to people. You can see food that's caked up in people's teeth. Like, you about to spit some of that on me, man. Like, you really about to spit that food that probably been in your mouth like a week, 2 weeks, probably a couple months, just built up, and it's just you about to spit one of the layers on me. It's like, man, you can see it, and I'm not trying to. This is so unhealthy. And it's not the start of the unhealthiness. It is a detriment to our health to keep that food like that in between your teeth. And to move on to another point, we have a paste in our mouth. in our gum line. See, even your gums start to turn black and we got a lot of definition. Oh, that's the melanin, all this and that and the other. Well, mine was black, and with great hygienic practices, and I say great, I have been practicing for so long, slipping, coming back, relapse, but with a level of consistency for a certain amount of time, the blackness eases up. It turns, see? Look at that. My gums were all black. With good hygienic practices, it's going to start to return to a healthy color, to a healthy sponginess around the part of your teeth that it's supposed to, stay on. I'm 48 years young, and I'm just trying to be real. So if you don't let your children watch this, you can give some tidbits to your children, because I know many of us, we don't practice, great hygiene. I see it. I see people's tongue when I talk. It's like we got to do better. You see a white film on some people's tongue. Oh, it's just not, I'm not saying it's nasty, but with this film coating your tongue, it's blocking your taste buds. This is another component. This is one of the most major components that's leading to, diabetes, other elements is going on, heart attacks, strokes, because what? We got this film that's coated on our mouth. You see it? Because they'll drink something red or eat a red something or some blue something, and you will see that film on their tongue just turn red. And now they just got a big blue tongue or big red tongue, because that Darby's film is just there and it's just multiplying. And guess what? Now your children, because they got this film, they need something extra sweet to taste, because their taste buds are caked up with a film that's very unhealthy on different multiplied reasons. This is what's going on. This is what's going on inside our body that I'm not readily able to talk about the big words and what's going on in the body, because it's some huge definitive things. Maybe I should wrote them down, but it's a lot of things that I have researched about, because guess what? Our mouths have the most bacteria on our body. Like, it's more nasty and bacteria laden than our butthole. It is. Well, I'm not just talking about stink. I'm talking about the bacterias are multiplying, doing bad stuff in our body, and our mouth is the number one place for this. That's why when you smell someone, the fumes coming from their breath, coming from their mouth too. It has two different things. You can smell the level in which they take care of themselves. I mean, I do. I'm not ratting anyone, but it's very important for us to begin to brush our whole mouth, cleanse the whole mouth, and to brush a little more toothpaste on the tongue afterwards, and to get a tongue scraper to scrape after you brush. The ones that's applied to the toothbrush are not effective. We want to get an actual tongue scraper to scrape the film, so that when we taste foods, we will taste the simplicity in the foods, and we won't need to dump a whole bottle of ranch dressing on the salad, on the French fries, on the, I see people go to these different restaurants and they just have it loaded up. They just have barbecue sauce just dripping everywhere. It's leaking all over the box and just all down your wrist, and people just, and it's just, we got to start keeping our mouth cleansed. like for so many reasons. I just it's like something that I wish to teach the children, but I hope it's just too much for some people. Even our intelligent people of the community, it's like, how could we find a way? Because we know, they know I'm talking right. They know that the step by step increments to get us to a better place lies within me. But it's so weird for my community to practice cleansing their mouth and keeping it cleansed all day. Like, get the hell out of here with that. That's what they talk about. It's so weird to people. They'd much rather just sit and talk about their feelings instead of killing a lot of the bacteria, instead of revitalizing their taste buds so they could taste the simplicity in basic seasonings. Nah, we ain't, man, get out of here with that, Leon. Like, man, that dude, you know that. And that, not that I care, that's what they say, because I got it, you should get it. Say whatever you like. I know what I have to give to people, and it's all good. I have so many different aspects about muscles, bodies, joints, thinking, studying, just you name it. I have put in work in understanding our existence, and I have some ammunition to move us forward to the next stage of caring for the existence. And I'm not saying that it's not some fantastic human beings up above that practice these things, but they haven't put out a documentary, a documented version so they can be taught and learned by large groups of people. It's like everybody just wants to sell someone something. And me, I have it here. And they say, oh, you don't give it away for free. Games should be sold, not told. But I guess this is a little tidbit, because I got so many things, this just like this video, that can be incorporated so youngsters can learn and master themselves. See, that's my key thing. People want to give their children everything they have and this and that, give everything they didn't have. Oh, have fun. My children had fun. But me, I look at it from a standpoint of, I would like to master, for children to master themselves before their teenage years. I think it should be that way. I think before, when a child reaches 12, it depends on the previous years, but they should already have enough to be like grown. I think so. I think that we coddle in humanity, in North America, we coddle. And I think that most children are capable of being ready by 12 to 14, more capable than a lot of even adults today. Capable of making proper right versus wrong, judgments, decisions on a day-to-day basis. And I think we keep them and allow them to be developed in a buffoonery reality, a reality of foolishness, and it inhibits, it blocks them adapting to a certain mindset of adulthood. But that's another story. I guess this video ended up with me, refortifying, my methods, my tactics, my knowledge. If you don't believe in me, get out of my way.